Hello and welcome back to Little Drops of Wonderful. My name is Ali and this is my channel all about knitting and crochet and yarny things and crafty things and all of the absolutely lovely things that we all love. I assume you love it too, which is why you're here. I'm in my car, as you can see. It's not actually my car, it's my husband's car. So I haven't filmed any of the journey to me getting here, which is a shame because it was beautiful. Well, it was a lot of motorways actually and roadworks, but the last 10 minutes have been absolutely stunning. And I have just arrived at the Moors Craft and Art Centre. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. In Shropshire. And I am here on a very special weekend and I'm going to take you along with me for the whole thing. I am here because this is where Lay Family Yarn are based. I've come up from Kent. It's taken me a better part of 4 hours to get here just because of roadworks. And I am going to be spending the next couple of days with gorgeous Kelly and Nick and Jeff the dog. And I'm going to be dyeing my very own yarn. I am super nervous and I will share with you everything that happens as we go along. So I'm going to get my stuff together. Actually, I think I need to pull forward if I want to open the boot. I'm kind of in a bush. And we're going to walk through the Arts and Crafts Centre and go and find Lay Family Yarn and Kelly and Nick and Jeff the dog and start this amazing opportunity to dye my own yarn. Oh, I'm so nervous.
Someone's looking at a black egg.
It's a bit home.
You don't look here, you look in.
Well, you can look there, but I'm here with, I was going to say Nancy because we were just talking about Nancy. She's not Nancy, it's Kelly.
Kelly, hello.
Kelly Lay.
Hello, hello.
And also
Jeffy boy.
Jeff, who's just keeping an eye.
Supervising,
And we've
keeping an eye on everything.
And we've had lunch, and we've had cake, and we've had tea, we've had chats.
Now I've got to do some work.
Yeah, I've already spent a lot of time being indecisive about colours.
Oh, but that's okay, that's the process.
Yes.
And it'll all change as soon as you put yarn to dye to yarn, it'll all change again.
Yeah, Nick will make it all okay, won't he? And it's not going to be yellow.
No, not a little drop of yellow inside.
No.
You'll be surprised, I think, when you see the mood board.
Yeah.
Not the theme, but the mood board.
That's true, yeah.
Not the theme.
Yeah.
Are you telling the theme?
I will, but shall we be mysterious for now?
Let's try.
Yeah.
No.
Vagabond.
Right, so I've just spent some time with Nick and I've dyed this one up. I think I'm going to call it Hurkle Durkle. And then this one, I think I'm going to call Sunkissed Succulents. So these are the ones I've come up with.
So far.
But they're not very good, are they?
No, I don't think the Hurkle Durkle will take off.
No, I don't think that's going to be popular at all.
No.
Yeah, it's got 2 minutes on it already, to be fair. Right?
2 minutes, yeah, it's just a quick throw it in the pan job.
That was just to work out what I didn't want.
Yeah, just to see where you didn't want to go.
But if you are interested, this is Gayna's Hurkle Durkle. Gayna Tales from Cuckoo Land, and I will link these underneath. Or I'll just link Lay Family Yarn underneath, and Gayna and Sandra's podcast. And this is Sandra's Sunkissed Succulents, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is on the DK. They go really well together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yours is going to
Not go.
compliment or ruin that theme.
The middle.
Yeah. You just pour it down, that's it. From the middle of this section.
I'm actually shaking a little bit.
Time out, you need to.
Deep breath.
am back at my bed and breakfast that Kelly arranged for me to come and stay in. So this is not my own legwork. It's something that Kelly's booked, and I'm going to give you a little tour of the room. But first I want to just say I've had such a, what's the best word? Busy and enriching and lovely sociable day. And it's been really, really interesting and eye-opening to learn about the ways and the techniques that Nick uses to dye the yarn. It's so clever, and how he can like predict how colours are going to go and measure them out and put them together and stuff is amazing. And I think I was really, really awkward in trying to get my vision to come together. So I've dyed up my options, and tomorrow I will see what they're going to look like. I'm so excited and really, really nervous in case they all look like pants. But for now, we're going to enjoy the evening. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of this adorable room. And then I am going to walk to the pub where I'm meeting Kelly and her friends for a knit night and some dinner and maybe a glass of wine. And then when I come back, there's even a kettle and some hot chocolate, so I can have a hot chocolate in bed. So let's give you a little tour. I'll put a link to this place underneath, so if you're ever in the Ironbridge area, you've got it as a recommendation. It is called the Valley... Oh, to help if I could remember what it's called. Oh, here we go. It is the Heritage View Guest House. Oh, this is so cute. This has got all like how to work everything. Oh, that's lovely. What a nice touch that is. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what it looks like. So here's the door. So you come in the door. Here we go. I'm in the Church Valley room. So fortunately for me, she thought there was 2 people staying. So look at this. 2 slices of cake. She said, even though it's just me, I can still have both. That's my battery, that's not included. This is the view. I was just giddily laughing at this view. Let me open this up. See all the way down into the valley there. Okay, so from there, from the cake and the window, got a little armchair here. More window. Look, oh, I didn't even spot that. There's even a little television. Absolutely gorgeous. I've checked the bedding, everybody. If anyone knows me, you will know that I am really squeamish when it comes to bedding. The bedding, absolutely perfect. It passes my test. I will be putting my own pillowcase on though, because I just always do. Look at this. How gorgeous is that? I've already started messing up the joint with my suitcase. It's just, honestly, it feels like I am like in an Agatha Christie novel. Not that I want to find a dead body or anything. And then here is the absolutely, oh, just pulled the wrong thing there. That was the shower thing, sorry about that. This is the thing I want to pull. Look at this. Small and perfect. I really want one of these in my bathroom at home. Absolutely lovely. I love a nice modern bathroom. How nice is that? So pretty. I'm going to be very cosy here for the next 2 nights. So I'm just going to freshen up, get changed. Turn the camera around. Yeah, I'm going to freshen up and get changed, and then I'm going to go on a little walk down to the pub.
myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I used to think that life was cold and lonely when you up and left me sad.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. It is 7 a.m. I have been up since 5 a.m. because probably to do with just being in a new place and just being aware of that. But also I woke up at 5 and started like having diva-like artistic panics about my yarn colour choices. I'm really pleased with the inspiration that I've chosen. I'm just really worried that I haven't executed it very well. But I'm hoping when I get into the studio today that I will see it and feel differently. Everything seems disastrous at 5 o'clock in the morning. Everything seems a bit better after breakfast and tea. So I'm really excited to get back into the dye studio with Nick and Kelly today and see where it all goes. And I hope that they like it, and I hope that you like it. I love it. I think it really represents me as a walker and a crafter and a reader and a slightly in my head type of person. I must just film the view actually because it's a beautiful morning. Let me just stop wittering on and show you. Look at that. Now, I haven't actually seen the Ironbridge of Ironbridge yet, but I think it's literally just behind this chimney here. So I'm going to take a walk down this morning and have a look. Isn't that just perfect? Found the Ironbridge, came out for a special walk just to find it. I'm wearing one of Kelly's sample jumpers because I forgot to bring a coat. She told me the yarn colourway and she told me the name of the pattern. It's a Hurkle Durkle, but I can't remember, so I'll put it on the screen. I'll ask her today. I think we can go under it. We can, but I might get lost, so we won't.
Hi everybody, my name's Kelly. I'm half of Lay Family Yarn, which is where Ali is this weekend. I thought I'd do a little vlog takeover. She doesn't know I'm doing this. She might not put it in. If she doesn't, I suspect it's because she's jealous of my vlogging prowess. So Nick and I are at work already and we are just winding her yarn, making it into sock tubes so that she can see all the colour distribution, all the speckles, and get sort of a clearer idea of how it knits up so she can... Ali's dyed this with the intention of doing herself a jumper or a cardigan, not sure which, but a garment. So yeah, she'll get an idea of colour distribution and speckles, that sort of thing. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to film her reaction when she comes and get her true honest opinion. And if she just crunkles and says, oh my lord, what a load of shite, we'll get it on camera. Hopefully her reaction will be more positive because her yarns are utterly, utterly beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, we do have an electric ball winder and it's a game changer when it comes to winding lots of yarn. Hey, good morning. We're doing a vlog takeover on Ali's YouTube. Right. Does that infuse you? You what, babe?
I don't do vlogging.
You don't do vlogging. You're a YouTube sensation, Mr. Lay. You're just the mystery man behind the scenes.
Not at 8 o'clock, I'm not.
So we have an BeccaHeartsArt Speedster Deluxe sock machine. We've had it for, what, 6 years? I don't use it to knit my own socks. I still knit my own socks by hand just because I enjoy it. But it's a really, really useful tool when it comes to sampling new colourways and things like that. And it will certainly give Ali a representation of what her colour is going to look like. A sock machine, as you can see, Nick is catching the stitches. You can still drop stitches just as easily, if not more easily, on a sock machine than on hand knit, I think, can't you? More easily. It's quite temperamental. Nick can do a whole sock from cuff to toe in about 3 hours for a pair of socks. We're just doing some tubes today. I'm just getting Ali a little goodie bag ready. We've had our dear friend Gilly from Gilly Makes made these beautiful knitted ladies, and I've got a green one which is perfect for Ali, and we've got all her skeins here. This was the first one she dyed, which is blues and teals, some green. It's beautiful. This was the second one. It was a variation of the same, but she added some red speckles, left a little bit of naturally undyed. The colours are deeper than it's shown on my phone, but you get the idea. This was the third one, much more green. I added quite a lot of black speckles and some little orange sort of toadstool fly agaric pops of colour. And then the last one, this one, which is much richer, darker greens, still got the black and the pops of orange. It's beautiful, and together they work gloriously, especially those three. The camera's not showing them very well, but Ali will do a better job of that with her flash camera. But there we go. I'm going to pop them all in a goodie bag, and then we can surprise her with them, show her the sock tube as well, and then yeah, I'll film her reaction and see what she thinks. Do you want to get a sneak peek of the sock tube as well? Hang on, I'll turn you around. So these are the colours. The sock machine, again, my camera's blowing the colours out. It's not as undyed as it's showing on my camera, but it just gives an idea of the colour distribution and the speckling. Ali liked this one with the brighter blue speckles, didn't she? Mm-hmm. And more delicate black. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
That's like a camo one, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, it's washing out slightly on my camera, but it's much richer and warmer in tone in real life. Oh, that's nice too. I don't know which one she's going to pick now, do you?
No.
I'm not sure.
So we dismissed that first one, and I really like that.
Yeah, that one none of us particularly liked in the pan, did we? It was
that was...
Yeah, we instantly dismissed it and kind of ignored it, didn't we? But actually it's really nice.
Oh, we're going to be presented, Jeff.
There you go.
Oh, what's this? Oh,
That's for you.
Oh, look at your bag. Oh, wow.
That's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Our friend Gilly Makes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She made them
I know
for us.
Gilly Makes, yeah. Oh, that's so good.
You got a green for green. Sheer coincidence.
Oh, so is this one? Oh, no, I don't want to look, Jeff. I think it matches your collar. Yes. Ooh. Oh, even the one I don't like looks alright, actually. I actually quite like that now. Oh, look at that. Oh, so that's number
4.
4. That's the last one.
Uh-huh.
This is number
2.
2, which I actually do quite like. This is number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like that one actually. And then this is number Well, they all look alright. I'm so surprised.
Too.
Oh, have you done that this morning?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
So
word.
that's a good one.
Oh my word. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I love them all. Nick is a wizard.
Cool, aren't they?
I love it. I really do like how that looks. You can see where I've splodged too much on and stuff like
I don't
that.
know. I like those heavier speckles.
Dropped a bit of blood. No, I do too. That's lovely. Oh, do you have a favourite?
I don't know. It changes when I look at it.
Yeah.
Nick really likes this one.
That one.
Although that white needs to be gone and tweak that a little bit. But
yeah.
you like that one, don't you? It's different.
It's different.
All
That's
the
that
last
one.
three I like.
Yeah. I like. Do you know? I really like this. That the flax colour. That's a really
In the jumper,
nice
I
one.
think that will be beautiful.
Yeah. But then also
And then so
that
would
one.
the well,
Sorry, that.
all three would, all four would.
You see, that one would suit me best. I think the dark green.
Then that's what it's about, isn't it?
But that would be lovely as well. It's kind of like a combination of like the three jumpers that I love that I've made, which is my yellow, really famous jumper, Ranunculus, and my blue as if tee, and my precious featherweight
Oh, that was lovely
cardigan.
last night.
Yeah, and it's got that kind of flaxy
that's
colour
that
in it.
browny
Yeah.
green, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yet the bright blue pops on that one really
Yeah.
look lovely, don't they?
That would look nice as a featherweight, actually,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
They all would.
Yeah. Oh, what I'm
They
gonna.
all were.
Oh, thank you.
So now you've
I'm
got
gonna think
decision
about it. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
I'm at Kelly and Nick's place again. I'm in their shop having a look at all the yarn. See, if I was at a yarn show, I'd be going for this kind of thing, this end of the display, the autumnal thing. My mum would go for this bit, the purples. Like being in a sweet shop. And then Nick's in here preparing, and then Kelly's been putting yarn in a bucket, which is here. There's all the yarn colours up there, and then here is Jeff. Hello. Hello, Jeff. And then I've got all of my yarn colours here that I've got to choose from. Bet you were expecting yellow, weren't you?
Do you think that's going to be your name? Wonderland. I'm going to twizzle me minis.
First official batch that I did as a demo. Ta-da! Ready to cook.
One side.
Bye yarn. Ta-da! I've just been upgraded in my dyeing process. I'm going to do 4 trays at a time, expert level. unlocked. It's a couple of days later. It is Thursday and I am back at home. It is quite early on Thursday actually. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. Lilia, my oldest, has just left for college. I feel like I'm really low down. I might just sit on a cushion. Hang on. I might adjust this as well so you can see it. This is my Advent project from last Christmas. Ooh. Made using the Homespun House Advent, and one of my favourite Advent projects is the Granny Wrap by Ironbridge House. I've spoken about it many times before and I didn't mean to go off on that tangent, but there you go. I'm home. I had the most wonderful time with Kelly and Nick. What an experience it was, and I just feel so lucky to have been given the opportunity to experience it. It was brilliant. I learned so much about yarn dyeing, about their process, about their business, about their story, and about them as people, and it was just amazing. I'm so glad that I put aside my fears and my nerves and my anxieties and went and headed and did it. So thank you so much, Kelly and Nick. And it's now time to nervously reveal the results of my time in the dye studio. I just want to show you this bag. This is the bag that Kelly gave me, and these little embroidered figures were done by Ginny Makes, and she's got bags made with Lay Family yarn, and she gave me my skeins that I'd dyed in here, and a sock tube to show me how they'd all knit up. You would have seen that earlier in the vlog, but isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to take this with me to yarn shows. That is perfect. I love it. From what I've seen on social media, on Kelly's Instagram and my Instagram and everywhere else, I think a lot of people are expecting yellow, but I didn't dye a yellow yarn. So the idea was to dye my dream yarn. Now, in terms of yellow, my dream yellow yarn has already been dyed many times over, and I am very fortunate to own many beautiful, variously, what am I trying to say? I've got lots of skeins of yellow that are beautiful, dyed in different ways and in different methods and with different designs and different forms of yellow. So I already own the perfect yellow skein. I already own many perfect yellow skeins, and I didn't want to go down that route. I wanted to go down the route of a colour I knew for me would be a real workhorse yarn, something I could use, not a neutral. You know me, I'm not a very neutrally, florally, pinky type person, although, you know, I do like those. I pretty much like everything. But I wanted one that I knew would suit me when I wore it, and one that I knew would make a brilliant featherweight cardigan if I'm using fingering weight, or just a basic jumper if I'm using like a DK weight. Crochet, knitting, I wanted it to look good in a hat, I wanted it to look good in a pair of socks. I wanted to be able to use it for me or Dan as well. So I wanted it to be, yeah, something that would appeal to both of us, really. Mainly me though. So these are the 4 skeins that I dyed. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and, I didn't think this through, hang on. I've inadvertently created amazing fade. Look at that. Oh, I so love all of these, and there was some when I was dyeing them that I was like, oh my god, that's rubbish, but when they all came out I was like, no, I love them all. So the first one I did, what was the first one I did? It was one of these. Anyway, so these are the more bluey ones. So, take the label off so you can see. So we've got dark blues and teals speckled with a really lovely bright red. And when I was first doing this, I was like, oh no, that's rubbish. But I love it now, and I'll show it to you knit up in a minute. I should probably mention my inspiration. So I'm going to just move across so I can split the screen and put a picture up. Now, I don't know if I've got the artist credit for all of these pictures. If I do, I will put it on the screen and obviously in the description box as well. If I don't, I will make a note that I don't know the original artist, and if anyone does, please feel free to let me know and I can update the description. But I really wanted to go down a magical woodland fairy tale Alice in Wonderland route. So my first inspiration, well, I had a mood board on Pinterest and I just went through and picked out all things that appealed to me, and I'll hopefully be able to show that on the screen here, scrolling through. And so the first inspiration picture kind of fueled the first two skeins, which are these sort of bluey tealy ones with pops of red. And they've also got black speckles. Black speckles, by the way, are a revelation. You can have a yarn that looks really quite ordinary, and when you speckle it with black, it just turns into something magical. So you can see these are very similar. They knit up quite differently. And that was inspired by that picture. And then I had another picture that I was really inspired by as well, and I altered slightly the colours on it to get more of the colours that I wanted, and I will pop that or those pictures up on the screen whilst I reassemble this skein of yarn, which has just come apart. And that inspired the more green ones. So these were my favourites by far. I absolutely adore them. I did go on, the final one that I chose, I shall reveal. I will tell you now. It was this one. The final version of this though is a bit different to the one you can see me holding. It doesn't have any white at all. This was just my dodgy dyeing. This was, you know, one of my first attempts at doing it properly in the studio. It's also a lot more speckled. So let me find a bit. So you can see this is speckled with a bright orange, which represents the fly agaric mushrooms. And you've got the dark tones of the magical sort of Alice in Wonderland forest, and again the black speckles, but it's a lot more highly speckled with the red in the batches that I actually dyed. The name, I knew what it was going to be. After that first day of dyeing, I went back to my hotel room and I texted Kelly and said it's going to be called Wonderland Walk. So that's what it's called. This is Wonderland Walk, and let me show you how it knits up. So here is my sock tube. So this is the one that's got the red speckles in it, the kind of blue one with the red speckles, which is really nice. I really like that one. And then this one I thought was just a bit, yeah, it was nice, but there wasn't much going on. That's not what I had in mind. This one I loved, and actually we've decided amongst, when I took it home and showed Dan and the girls, we've called it Camo, because it looks like camouflage. Obviously, as usual with the camera, it does kind of pick up darker and lighter tones much more. It makes it look less subtle than it is, but you know, you can get a good idea. So that's camo, and then this is the one I chose. So you can see how utterly beautifully that knits up. It's so even. I really like how this colour looks on me. It's rich, which of course is just not coming across. It's going to have much more of the orange speckles, and to me, when I'm knitting with it, I'm just going to think of all the magical Alice in Wonderland type things that I adore. I'm going to make myself a featherweight cardigan. I'm going to make myself the petite knit, either the April cardigan, which is a deep V-neck cardigan, or her raglan. It's a really simple raglan jumper, but I can't remember the name of the pattern. I should put it up, a picture of those patterns and the names. And I also think I might make a granny go round crochet jumper as well. And I've got another crochet jumper in mind. So this is gonna turn up a lot in future episodes. I also love that you could kind of go Christmassy with it if you wanted, if you sort of maybe interspersed it with a bit of red or even yellow. And I think it could go with so many colours. I was really nervous to do it. I knew what I wanted my inspiration to be, and I was really nervous to do that because I didn't want to let Kelly and Nick down. I didn't want to create something that no one would like, but they were really insistent I stick to what I knew I loved and what I wanted to do. And that really helped me sort of get creative and end up with something that I absolutely love and adore. So I dyed, and I had so much fun doing this. I got all set up. Nick got me on the conveyor belt of yarn dyeing, and I dyed by myself with Nick hovering and reminding me what to do, 24 fingering weight skeins, and I labelled them as well, and I wrote a little note on them. So they will be available right now as you're watching this. As this video goes up, so will the yarn. So there are 24 of those. And there's also a few skeins of floof that I dyed as well. That was really fun, dyeing that, because it absorbs colour in a really different way. That was really fun to do. It's also going to be available as a pre-order on a DK base, which I'm getting, sock yarn, mohair silk or suri silk, and all the pre-order ones will be dyed by Nick, so it'll be a lot more professional. But like I say, there are 24 skeins that I dyed. If you're interested, I'll link everything that you need to know or anything that I've mentioned in this video in the description box. Thank you so much for coming along with me for the 2 days to Lay Family Yarn. It was amazing. If you liked Kelly's little takeover, make sure and check out the Lay Family Yarn YouTube channel. She makes little videos all the time about walking, about their business, about yarn, about what she's making. So it's really worth hopping over there to follow Kelly. And yeah, I hope you love Wonderland. It goes well with that brown as well, doesn't it? Just lovely. So I hope you love Wonderland Walk. And in case you hadn't noticed, I'm actually dressed for a walk, and I'm going into a woodland for a walk as well. And that'll be up on my other channel later this week. So yeah, I am thrilled to bits, and I hope that you love them too. I have to think of something good to make with all 4 of my tester skeins, don't I? A little fadey thing. 4 skeins is plenty for a jumper, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed coming along to Ironbridge. It was beautiful. I'm definitely going back. In fact, I am going back. I'm going back in November for the Lay Family Yarn retreat. And yeah, until next time, happy knitting, happy crocheting, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.